You're watching Our America, the HBCU Experience. I'm Tim Pulliam. Shaw University in Raleigh, North Carolina celebrates more than 155 years of Black excellence. It is home to many firsts. It is the first and oldest historically Black university in the South. Shaw's rich legacy began with faith.
We've come this far by faith.
Inside Shaw University's chapel, a song of praise symbolizing the humble beginnings of this Baptist institution, founded just after the end of the Civil War in 1865.
Henry Martin Tupper was a former Civil War chaplain who came down to establish the university.
One of the things that we know about him is that he made a promise to God that if he survived, he would spend the rest of his life educating free men. And so he did.
To help educate newly freed enslaved Africans on how to interpret the Bible and to serve their communities through faith.
Historians say back then, most Southern whites did not appreciate Tupper's vision in educating freed Black slaves, so he relied on financial support from Northern allies. One major benefactor was Elijah Shaw, a wealthy textile merchant, donating $5,000. The university named in his honor. Educators say Shaw's first students also contributed money and even helped build its first classroom, a log cabin. By 1866, approximately 350 students enrolled.
Black people were helping themselves to be educated. It wasn't just sitting back passively and allowing the white benefactor, rescuer to come in.
Financial support and growth led to the creation of a law school, pharmacy school, and Leonard School of Medicine, the first four-year curriculum medical school in the nation. Tupper and his wife Sarah wanted women and men to be educated together. St. Hall became the first building in the nation to house and educate Black women. It's still standing today.
You can't think of Shaw and not think of Ella Baker.
Ella Baker, a valedictorian and 1927 graduate of Shaw University, was also an outspoken critic of Jim Crow laws that disenfranchised Blacks. In 1960, she established SNCC, the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee on Shaw's campus. During that time, Dr. Martin Luther King visited Raleigh, meeting with Baker and the young members of the social justice group. SNCC's activism expanded across the South, organizing the sit-in movements and participating in the 1963 March on Washington. Dr. David Forbes, a 1962 graduate of Shaw, is one of the original members of SNCC under Baker's leadership.
No SNCC, no Civil Rights Act, no Voting Rights Act, no Obama. It's just as clear as anything. So what we did as young college students was revolutionary in changing the condition of things in this nation.
Every time I look at the mural of her that is on Blunt Street, and what it represents to me is strength and determination and resiliency. Because what she was fighting for, justice, is something that is ongoing, as we can see today.
Through it all, ooh, I've learned to trust in Jesus, and I've learned to trust in God.
Grammy award-winning gospel singer Shirley Caesar is another notable alum. In 1984, she graduated from Shaw University with a degree in business. Caesar, who was in her mid-40s at the time, says she put college on hold after high school to financially take care of her family as her music career skyrocketed. Shaw gave her a full scholarship.
I was privileged to be able to go back to school, stayed there until I got my degree, and was able to even give back financially.
According to the United Negro College Fund, North Carolina historically Black colleges and universities generate $1.7 billion in total economic impact. And a North Carolina HBCU graduate working full-time over the course of their career can expect to earn $1 million in extra income, which is why HBCUs depend on alumni giving during homecoming.
It is a big family reunion. It is the best way to put it. It is a family reunion. Auntie's frying the fish, somebody has, the music is going, there's the line dancing, there's something going on every corner of the campus, and people are just coming back, getting together.
Coronation ushers in homecoming. This ceremony is the official crowning of Shaw University's Royal Court. They serve as role models for the students, serving the community as school ambassadors.
Our current queen is elegant, intelligent, beautiful inside and outside, and she represents the university very well.
This year's queen is President Scholar, senior business major Beyonce Wilburn from California, also known as Queen Bee.
It hits me a little differently now. It's a lot of responsibility, but it's allowed me to use myself as an asset and as a tool to other students. And I tell that to students all the time, like, you don't have to switch up who you are just because you're wearing a crown. You're a queen without it.
And then there's Mr. Shaw University.
He is awesome, y'all. Like, Jerome is just awesome. Jerome Boyce is the epitome of a young black man on an HBCU campus.
Jerome Boyce is a senior computer science major from Barbados and is Shaw's 4th university king. He chose the HBCU Experience after receiving encouragement from a relative. For Jerome, HBCUs are about staying connected to black culture and its diverse representation.
What does that say to you internally?
Oh, it says to me definitely that I can achieve, that there are people who have gone before me, and they are not only have they achieved, but they're willing to help me out as well. And that really helps me as a young black man.
I'm just glad to serve the university that's given me so much.
Shaw University helped Andre King fine-tune his life's purpose. The 2008 graduate received a scholarship to play for the university's band when he desperately needed financial support. A couple of years ago, Shaw recruited him to return as faculty and the director of the Platinum Sound Marching Band.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Hey, turn up! Turn up!
And the way that we approach music at Shaw with a very funk and neo-soul type feel.
It's fun, the moves are fun. I love doing it in the stands, I love doing it on the field, I love doing it on the yard. It's just awesome.
In September 2020, Kamala Harris, then vice presidential nominee and fellow HBCU graduate, campaigned on Shaw's campus while bopping to the drumline's beat.
Watching her clap and dance and really get into it was really pretty cool to watch.
And so is stepping, a rhythmic dance with origins in South Africa. Its modern-day roots in America began in the early 1900s when black Greek letter fraternities and sororities, known as the Divine Nine, made the call and response movements popular.
An extra little heartbeat on the campus, and then when you throw it in a homecoming and you have the step shows, people come back who've graduated from years and they want to talk about, I did that.
The remains of Henry Martin Tupper and his wife Sarah rest in the Memorial Gardens at Shaw. New students and those graduating traditionally ring the bell in honor of their founders' commitment to Shaw.
You get a full circle. You get to come in and announce your presence here at Shaw University, and then you get to say goodbye while ringing the bell. And so our first president is, he's still actively involved in all of the education of students. So he's fulfilling his promise to God even after his death.
Shaw University is known as Mother Shaw because of its influence on North Carolina's HBCUs. the founder of North Carolina Central University and the first presidents of Elizabeth City State and North Carolina A&T universities were Shaw graduates. The third president of Fayetteville State University was also a Shaw grad.
You know, when you step foot on Shaw University's campus and then you learn the history afterwards, it's like you look at your feet like wow, this is holy ground almost, you know what I mean? I would definitely say Shaw University has built me to the man I'm becoming and the man I am.
Student body president Ian Finley credits his HBCU experience at Shaw for preparing him to attend law school next fall. He's been accepted to 8 schools. Shaw no longer has a law school. Lack of funding during the Jim Crow era also led to the closures of Leonard School of Medicine and the School of Pharmacy. Currently, there's no effort to revive those professional schools. Instead, Shaw's new vision is launching a life sciences program for staff and students.
Laying the foundation for students to learn how to do research, learn how to apply a creative solution to some of our medical problems, and then launch them off into existing medical schools.
Today, Shaw's 26-acre campus boasts 24 academic programs and a 15-to-1 student-faculty ratio. Its flagship program is their accredited divinity school.
I really truly believe, and I really believe this from the bottom of my heart, that HBCUs and the Black church have been essential to helping to save the soul of this nation.
Dr. Johnny Hill, Dean of the Divinity School, continuing Shaw's legacy of activism. He and students often on the front lines with the NAACP fighting for today's civil and human rights.
It is about pro Christo humanitate, for Christ and humanity. That is our motto that has stood at the center of what we do in terms of educating students and having an impact in the broader community.
How great is our God?
Powered by one of Shaw University's founding principles, faith. This is Our America, the HBCU Experience. Thank you for watching. I'm Tim Pulliam.
There's even more content like this in the Black History Month section.